Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Glacier. It's Monday, February 15th. I'm Emma.
And I'm Cameron.
And here's your GTV episode and daily announcements.
As always, we will start out the week with our GHS Student of the Week. This week, 2 names were added to the nominations box, Taya Nelson and Alexis Vidal. They joined Jake Bruce, Kai Johnson, Taylor Madison, Araya Thomas, and Matt Rouse. Our nominations so far this semester: Mr. Barr, Miss Trutzel, Mr. Whitpin, Mr. Ford, Miss Maroney, Mr. Lillard, and Miss May have nominated students so far. And this week's winner is... Senior Jack Bruce is selected.
I'm here with Student of the Week.
Jack Bruce.
And how do you like being Student of the Week, Jack?
I mean, it's pretty nice. I don't really do anything to get it. I don't go out of my way to try to get it. I just kind of do my work, but when I do get it, it's pretty nice.
Okay, and who do you think helped you the most, in your, workings to become Student of the Week, I guess?
I don't know. It's kind of a combination of two. It'd be Mr. Barr allowing me to do the stuff to get up to this point, and then it would also be just one of my helpers, Quinn Thomas. She's really helped me out in getting from point A to point B, and those are 2 huge contributors to me getting this, probably.
Jack is the band librarian and general Keep It Organized specialist in the band room. He has taken 13 years of mess in the band library and organized it. He is also responsible for reorganizing the band room so we use our space more efficiently. Jack is always ready to help before and after school. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing. So what station would you like?
Probably jazz again.
Jazz? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Jack.
We'd like to include a staff spotlight on the incredible Mrs. Smith in our counseling hall.
Hi, my name is Lauren Smith and I'm the senior counselor here at Glacier High School. So before coming to Glacier High School, I was the principal at St. Matthew's School here in Kalispell for about 7 years. And then actually prior to that, I was a school counselor at Flathead High School for 4 years. And also worked at Summers Middle School here in the Valley before moving here from Colorado.
I'm Derek Smith. I'm a junior at Glacier High School, and my mom is Lauren Smith, or Mrs. Smith. Having my mom at the school is pretty nice. She has a drawer full of snacks for me, and I can just go get stuff signed if I need stuff signed. But it's not that weird because I've had her at the school I go to my whole life because she used to be my principal.
Transitions coming to Glacier High School from St. Matt's have been a lot of fun. At St. Matt's, I worked with kids in preschool through 8th grade. So one of the big differences is obviously working with high school kids, and I've really enjoyed that a lot, getting back into working with high school kids. I have volunteer coached track here at Glacier High School for about 4 or 5 years, so I did know some of the kids coming in, so that definitely helped knowing kids and having my husband work here.
Hi, Mr. Smith, math teacher. Great, she's great. Well, it's real simple. Some guys run the house, some guys run around the house. I'm a flippin' sprinter. So, because of that, not only do I get to work out at home, but I get to run around here too.
Last year I got to work with Margot, and then this year with Carrie. So it's been a great transition for myself and my family going from St. Matt's to Glacier, and I'm super excited to be here.
Thanks to Colin Taylor for the story on Miss Smith. We also wanted to congratulate Mr. Lapke and Miss Emerson, who were selected as this month's Making Moves staff members by the admin team for their leadership at Glacier High.
And now, here's what you need to know. Registration will be held this Wednesday, February 17th. Get those signatures now.
Read Cafe is the library's book club, and students and staff are encouraged to participate. The next selection is A Northern Light by Jennifer Donnelly. See Miss Moore to check out your copy.
Seniors, apply now for scholarships due in February. The scholarship application links can be found on the Glacier High School Career Center webpage. Don't delay.
Start applying today. All the announcements and GTV episodes can be found on the school website. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to respect yourself,
respect others, and respect the building. And remember the 3 W's of the Wolfpack Way. Wash your hands, watch your distance, and wear a mask. At the end of the announcements today, we'd like to share Shel Sandler's feature on the history of Chair 4 on Big Mountain.
Good morning, I'm Shel Sandler, and we have a few more late-breaking announcements. In case you missed it, GHS will host prom on Saturday, April 3rd. More details to follow. Also, the Wolfpack Theater Company is sad to report that the 24-hour play festival has been canceled for this season. We hope to return next year. And finally, best of luck to the Wolfpack boys basketball team who plays Big Sky Eagles today at 4 p.m. in a COVID-19 makeup game. And now, I'd like to share my special project on the history of the Great Northern, Chair 4 and Chair 5 Glacier View at Whitefish Mountain Resort. History of the Great Northern, Chair 4 and Chair 5 Glacier View at Whitefish Mountain Resort. I was only 3 years old when I started skiing. We went skiing as a family. We did the Great Northern to Glacier View adventure for the first time. It was one of the most famous chairlift rides, as events like this are extremely rare. We went on Chair 4 to mitigate the long traverse from the summit and Upper Langley while en route to Power Trap. Chair 4 has always been my favorite lift because having many skiers on Chair 4 Great Northern is extremely rare. When Chair 4 was installed in 1978, the base lodge wasn't even there, and a small ski hut was built at the bottom of the chairlift, and there weren't any runs or facilities below that point. Chair 4 was part of the Great Northern to Glacier View chairlift adventure. The lift used to rise east from the ski hut all the way to the top of the no-name ski run. Chair 4 was shortened to its current alignment a few years later. It serviced the mountain for riders who did not want to take the full quarter-of-an-hour ride on the Going to the Sun double chair. In 1989, the Going to the Sun double chair was replaced by the Glacier Chaser Express and sent Chair 4 to the bench. The future Chair 4 Great Northern Express will give skiers additional lift service out of the base lodge, alleviating crowding on Chair 6 to serve more beginners and lessons. It will be approximately 7,000 feet long with more than 2,200 feet of rise, even more than the current triple, a Stadelli triple which opened in 1978 below. It's higher than the replacement. The future Great Northern Express will run on a daily basis starting at 9 a.m. The process of building could take years because they would have to cut a new lift line. The proposed location places Chair 4's bottom adjacent to the Magic Carpet and places its top on the Inspiration Ridge, approximately 70 yards below where Glacier View's top was located. The history of Chair 5, high five for a new lift. In its rookie year, Chair 5 was a top draft pick out of SeaTech, Cable Transportation Engineering Corporation, the hottest chairlift manufacturer at the time. Chair 5 was put on the mountain in 1981 and was a state-of-the-art chairlift at the time of its installment. And the lift serves the base of the mountain for riders who didn't want to go to the backside to ride all the way down to the base just to go back to the summit. However, the lift hasn't been used for 3 seasons now because of other additions to the mountain that basically made Chair 5 unnecessary. In 1985, Chair 7 shared the limelight with Chair 5 as they added North Slope skiing and unloaded steps away from the new summit house. Then in 1997, with the addition of 550 acres in Hellroaring Basin, with the addition of Chair 8 and upgrade of Chair 7 to a high-speed quad, Chair 5 Glacier View found itself riding the bench most of its time. In 1989, ridership on the Great Northern and Glacier View chairlifts had diminished. In 2017, crews from SkyTrack teamed up with Whitefish Mountain Resort to move Chair 5 from the upper portion of Chair 1 Big Mountain Express to the East Rim, an underutilized region of the resort. The story of the East Rim chair is true. And for 23 years, Hellfire has been the longest run on the mountain at 3.3 miles long, extending from the summit house to the base of Chair 8 Hellroaring. There are new runs in Hellroaring Basin. Some start at the top of the Swift Creek Express Chair 2, and some start from the existing portion of Hellfire. Here is some facts about them. Chet's Stash. This run is named for Chester Chet Powell, who worked on the Hellroaring Basin Improvements Project. He is known for his impressive stash, and that is how the name came easy. Dog Lake Left. Located between Gray's Golf Course and the back nine, it was obvious they had to stick with the golf theme. This run curves to the left, resembling a Dog Lake Left fairway. Wing and a Prayer. The Hellroaring Basin Improvements Project started on a wing and a prayer. Against all odds, it is really happening. This run is the future Cherry lift line once it gets moved in summer 2021. Short but sweet. Sometimes a literal approach is just best. The Hellroaring Chairlift, which is Cherry, has a special property that they close it after the last day of March to give the Grizzlies peace and quiet.